Empowering to Lead, our next session opens doors to global possibilities, titled Study Abroad, Avenues to Global Education. This talk will guide students and parents through the exciting pathways to international academic success. We are privileged to welcome Mrs. Shikkha Kukreja Kapoor, Assistant Manager, Client Relations at StudyCo, whose expertise in international education has helped countless students find their place on the global stage.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Why such a low good morning? Good morning there at the back. You've got your food packets, right? I saw a few of them eating there. So where is the energy? Good morning. That sounds better. All right. So you got to know that we are from Study Abroad. We are here to talk about different avenues which are available globally. So how many out of you would like to go out of Oman and study? Oh, many of them. Which are your favorite destination that this is the country I look upon to?
I'll finish.
Georgia. Canada. UK. Germany. So all in all, if I take up, all right guys, quiet now. All in all, if I take up, the major destinations that you guys are eyeing on is Europe, under which you got many countries. Then you have Australia, UK, and Canada, right? Yes or no? So the reason we are here with my team is that we are going to talk about the admission process and the application process which is required, or the documents required, so that you guys are prepared that what all things you need to carry once you apply for any universities abroad. Am I clear? Yes? Are you up for it? Yes. All right. So with me, I have my admission counselor, Ms. Annette. She is going to talk about Australia and UK particularly. All right? Am I clear? So can we have a huge round of applause for Annette, please? She is an amazing counselor working with us for almost a decade now. Annette, over to you.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Hi everyone. Good morning. How's everyone doing? No response? Okay, I'm here to talk about what all documents and how the admission process works for different countries, for Australia, UK, Ireland, Malaysia, Dubai. So we'll go step by step, what all you need to keep ready for your study abroad journey. So we start with, these are the general entry requirements that you need. These are the general entry requirements that you need for study abroad. For those of you on the 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, I would really urge you to start preparing your journey early, to start researching and to understand what all you need for your study abroad journey. So these are the general requirements. Firstly, the intakes are mostly in January and September, except for Australia, where we have an intake in Feb and July. So just pay attention, and I'll go through few slides, so we won't bore you with too many slides, so you can understand how to go step by step. What all you need, because many students I've seen, they come to us very late in class 12 and they have not taken IELTS. So just to give you a heads up on what all to keep ready for your study abroad journey, I have a checklist here for you. So basically, January and September, we have intakes in Feb, we have in March, we have April, July as well. But the major intakes, like for Canada, for UK, for Ireland, is Jan and September. Even for Germany, it's Jan and September. So those of you seeking like engineering, law, and other degrees, try to keep yourself ready right in the beginning. So if you're in class 9 or 10, I would seriously urge you to start thinking what you want to do, where you want to go right from 9th standard onwards. So these are just a gist of what all you need to keep. Now for CBSE, we just need 70%. It's the basic. So I'm just starting from a very low requirement. That doesn't mean you have to get 70%. You can definitely aim for 80, 85%, 90%. It's really, really good because those of you who are going to get 85 and 90%, you will definitely get something called a scholarship. Up to 30% scholarship is given to students based on their academics. But for students who are even getting more than that marks, 90, 95, there is something called the Vice Chancellor Scholarship where you can apply separately as part of your application to get more than the 30% scholarship. So these are the basic entry requirements. What you need is just a 70% CBSE. You need an IELTS of 6 with no skill less than 6. You need your passport. You need your academic reference letter. So when you're in class 11 or you just start class 12, you please contact your teachers and you try and get your reference letters much early, because those of you in class 12, you can also apply with your class 12 predicted grades. So we need a statement of purpose and your class 10 and 11 mark sheet and a basic CV. Why we need a CV? A CV is there to tell what all you've been doing during your study, your academic career. So even if you've done something, say you've done a maths Olympiad, or you've done something in sports, you've done something in table tennis, you've done something, either some co-curricular activities during your school, you can mention that on your CV. And the best time to apply is actually a year in advance. If you're looking at September 2026 or Feb or Jan 2027, you need to apply early enough. Only the health programs, the health programs, there are certain, we have certain standardized tests, especially those looking to study medicine. You need some standardized tests that we will counsel you one-on-one. We will tell you what all you need, because there are also interviews which you have to take as part of your medicine program to becoming a doctor. Now the law and the medicine programs, they don't need just 6 IELTS, they will need a higher IELTS. Some of them ask an IELTS, they require an IELTS of 7.5 with no score less than 7. So for those students, even though you're taking CBSE and you get 75 or 80% in your English, you need to take an IELTS. Certain countries require it they need it as a visa requirement. Now I'm just giving you a basic cost, what to expect for the UK. This is overall, I can say for UK, Ireland, Australia, it's around 18 to 20,000 Omani Riyal per year. This is just a breakup of the cost, just the other expenses outside of your tuition fees. So on an international visa, on an international student visa, whether you're looking in UK or Ireland or Canada, you can really work 20 hours part-time per week. So that is something really good, because many students, if you're part of an international student, you're studying on an international visa, you can offset some of your expenses. I always encourage students for the first 3 months to settle down in the country, to know everything, to find out what you have to know about the place, about the area where you're staying, and then start working after the 3 months. So first 3 months, all of us take time, whether a new place, to settle down, to get used to the weather, to get used to your day-to-day, your routine, how to manage on your own, because here you have your parents, your family to take care of everything. So when it comes to studying abroad and to take care of yourself, you need to do everything on your own. So this is something which will really help. But initially, I always tell students that you focus on your studies, and maybe even if you're not settled for the first 3 to 4 months, take some time. Maybe in the 6th month, you can start looking for some jobs, some part-time jobs. In the university itself, there's something in the library, or there's something in some English faculty. They will definitely have for students, and you get some expenses, you will get some money which will offset some of your daily expenses. Moving on. Yeah, now this is again for Australia. We have the required documents, like I said earlier. Your main passport, your academic transcripts. So those of you looking to study medicine or any other, we need your 9th, 10th, 11th grades as well as your class 12 predicted grades. Your professional academic resume. It's nice to make a very professional resume rather than a very simple resume. There you can mention your accolades, you can mention even the languages that you know. And even if you've represented your school, whether it's in any sport, whether it's football, or whether it's cricket, or whether it's table tennis or badminton, please mention it on your CV. There are sports scholarships for some universities do offer. It's not a full scholarship, but that would really help you offset some of your expenses. All clear so far? Hello? Yes, okay. Okay, English language, as I said previously, even though you get 70, 75 or 80% in your English language in CBSE for your boards, you will need to take an IELTS. IELTS is 6, overall 6 with no score less than 6. But those of you looking to do medicine and law programs, please note that the IELTS requirement will be higher and it's uni to uni. So we will guide you, like when you come to us, we will just guide you every step of the way and we'll tell you, we'll give you a personalized one-on-one counseling session. And one academic reference, so from your school teacher, whether it's a biology teacher or those of you are doing the commerce section, you're looking to study accounting and finance, you can always take it from your commerce, your entrepreneurship, or your accounting, one of your professors for that subject. Law and health programs, as I mentioned, they have a higher IELTS requirement. Again, this is the tuition and non-tuition fees. The undergraduate courses, they come up to 8,000 Omani riyals. But as I said, the scholarships, if you're getting a scholarship, it will really reduce the cost to at least around 12,000 AUD, which is around 2,000 to 3,000 Omani riyals per year. Now, there is also accommodation on campus. If you prefer to stay on campus, for the accommodation, you will have to pay more for the first year, but everything is covered. Everything, your utilities are covered, your internet is covered, your electricity and water is covered. So that is really helpful, and you're also staying maybe 10-15 minutes walkable distance from the university. We also have homestay. Homestay is like if you're going to the UK or Ireland and you prefer to stay with a family, and you feel comfortable and very, very safe, you can stay with the homestay family. There is also shared rental accommodation. If you prefer to share with some of your colleagues, some of your friends over there on campus, you can stay in a 5-bed, 6-bed apartment, which will offset some of your expenses. Again, as an international student, you can actually work 24 hours per week. This is in Australia. It's 48 hours actually, so 24 hours per week. And this will offset some of your living expenses. These are some tips we have highlighted on writing a personal statement. So those of you looking to study abroad, as I said, start early, do your research, also sit and write down what you need to do, what all you need to prepare to make a very good application. So this is one of the things we need, which is an SOP. It's a statement of purpose, and these are the tips that I've given. Like you need to write, these are some of the tips that I've given, like you can either write, explain your motivation, why you have chosen this course, how it will help you in the future career. You highlight your relevant skills and your achievements here in your SOP. If you have any work, this is for the medical students. Basically, if you're looking to study medicine, you will also need to shadow a doctor. So if you're doing a 2-month or 3-week or anything, whether India or here, you go and work in a clinic for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, please take a letter from them that you have done some clinical work with them, or you're just observing a doctor, what he's doing, how he is counseling a patient, how does he check a patient, what questions he asks. So those of you, especially for the medicine, I know many students, Indian school students, they prefer to study medicine. They can include that in their SOP. And show like your career ambitions, what you want to do, why you want to study this, and how it will take you further. Keep it personal, keep it very authentic, don't copy paste from anywhere, you can always refer to ChatGPT, but we always encourage students to prepare their own statement. Ask somebody to read it, stay within the character limits. There are 4,000 words you can write a 1-page or 1.5-page personal statement. Proofread it thoroughly, read it aloud, maybe ask somebody to read it for you and see what they can give you some, maybe you can ask your teacher to read it, refer to it, and they will give you some guidelines as to what to change. Because you will not know, you will keep reading it, but you will not know where you need to make those changes. And take breaks between drafts, so you have to write it in a paragraph format. So just go through this. If you want, take a picture of this so you understand how to write your personal statement. Any questions? Now, as an international student, this is the support that you will get once you go abroad. There are dedicated support for international students. There are career fairs throughout your journey. Say in the first year you're studying on campus, twice a year you will have people from the industry coming and giving you talks on what they expect from the graduates. There is also academic advisors, career services. So there'll be people on campus. Hello?
Guys, please, can we have silence? Stop murmuring at the back.
Thank you. This is a very important step because, once you're on campus, because students, they think they're just left alone and they don't have anybody to guide them. But no, you do have dedicated support for you. What you're paying for your tuition fees, you may think that it is higher than India or elsewhere, but you must also see what you're getting back from the university. So you're getting the academic advisors and career services there. There are people on campus. You'll have to go to them. They will help you even to prepare your CV. They will also advise you how to write a CV, how to get ready for an interview, how to keep your job ready, what is happening in the industry, what do you see, like what do they need from you for you to be successful in getting jobs, whether it's part-time or a full-time job. There is also mental health counseling, because when you go abroad, you do miss your family, and sometimes students in the first or second month, they are lost, and they need some counseling sessions. So even if you're feeling low, or you need some support, the university is there to help you. You only have to know where to go and seek that help. Then there's a vibrant and engaging campus. So they do have clubs, they have societies, they have sports, they have like Indian community, they have Bollywood community, like they have different programs. So you can join one of these and be part of it. There's a sports club, so you can be part of it and engage in all these vibrant associations and be really engaging with while you're on as a student visa. Again, there are club societies, cultural events are there. There are events related to India and China. There are different country events, maybe Sri Lanka or maybe another Bangladesh. You must participate in all these and be a part. So you learn something from the other one's culture. And of course, they have the state-of-art facilities for learning, for research and recreation. So what all you get world-class facilities for you as an international student. That's all. So every great journey starts with a single step, and we will help you make it. So thank you for listening. Please feel free to get in touch with your teachers. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Annette. Thank you so much. And next we have is Miss Athara, and she'll be talking about Europe, because I saw in the sheet that there are many students who are looking for Germany, who are looking for Armenia, who are looking for Georgia. So she's going to talk about the documents required or the application process and complete admission process for Europe. Can we have huge round of applause for Athara, please? Thank you.
Okay. Hello?
You're audible, Athara.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, students. How are you all? Very say? Okay, let's talk about Europe. Am I audible? Yes? Okay. So, why you would like to choose Europe? Why? Any answers? No one? Which country you would like to choose in European countries? Which? Germany. UK. Great. Netherlands? Netherlands? Yeah, good. So why you are choosing Europe? Europe, as you know, it's a globally recognized international degree, and also more than 8,000 plus English taught programs are available. But the main key feature is it's cost effective when compared to other countries like Australia, UK. So it's very cost effective. That's why the students are now moving into Europe countries. Now let's talk about Ireland. So why Ireland? Ireland is an English-speaking country. As you know, it's a neighboring country of United Kingdom. But the living expense in Ireland is less than compared to UK. That is one of the key feature of Ireland. And nowadays, the students are going to Ireland due to this reason. And it is very cost effective. And also, the main feature is the headquarters. Many multinational headquarters are in Ireland, like Google, Facebook, PayPal, Microsoft. So European headquarters are in Ireland. That's why the main reason the students are getting job there. Moving on to the intakes. As UK, the same. In Ireland also, the intakes are in January and September. And the entry requirements for you guys, the CPSC students, the minimum 70% is the entry requirements. And the IELTS overall 6.5, individual 6. But don't be, if it is below 70% also, we can apply in the university. That depends upon the university you're choosing and the course you're taking. If it is for the medical courses, more than 90% it's required. And also for the Ireland medical course, the GAMSAT, it's an entrance exam. You need to pass that GAMSAT exam. And the application documents required is copy of your passport, your academic transcript, certificate of English. IELTS is acceptable, TOEFL, PTE, any English language exams. Also, in universities, there are also available the English language, there is a separate English language test also available in Ireland universities. And the personal statement. As Annette mentioned, we will give you complete information how to write a personal statement. So we will help you for this personal statement. Don't worry about how you will write the personal statement. And reference letter. As she mentioned, the academic reference letter, the course you're choosing, you can communicate with your teachers and get your reference letters and CV if applicable. If you can make a CV, it would be better to highlight your profile. And also, the best time to apply for the courses is 6 months before the intake. If it is Jan intake, you can apply in the month of September or October. And for the September intake, you can apply in the month of April, May. And you guys have an option of applying with your predicted score also. So I hope you will get your predicted score soon. So you can apply with your predicted score for your bachelor's degree program. Then there is no gap in between. You can, after the your 12th, you're directly entering into the bachelor's degree without any delay. So please keep in mind, get your predicted score and apply soon. And these are just a rough figure of the salaries you are getting after your bachelor's degree. Around 15 to 35 euros per hour. Actually, in European countries, the wage is based on hourly. So you will get, accordingly the profession, you will get around 34 euros. The hotel managers, 30 euros for the accountants, so on. And the average expenses per year in Ireland. The tuition fees is around 9,000 to 20,000 euros per year. That depends upon the course you are choosing. If it is medicine or any health-related courses, then the tuition fees will be high. But still, they are providing scholarship depending upon your marks. And the approximately living cost is 10,000 euros. 10,000 euros is a living expense that you need to show in your bank statement. But the actual living expense will be less than this. That depend upon the accommodation you are choosing. So one of the main thing is why you're going to the international study abroad. That is because of you can work while you're studying. So in Ireland, 20 hours per week you can work part-time work and 40 hours during the same break. That is in May, June, July, August. So that time you can work 40 hours. In the class time, you can work up to 20 hours. That is a main thing the students wants to utilize the part-time jobs. Moving on to the other destination. I think this is the most important destination all you want to know. Germany. Why Germany? Anyone? Why Germany? Hello, all. Why Germany? Better? Placement. Job oriented. Very good. Anything else? Do you heard about the free education in public universities? Yeah. So that is one of the main reasons mostly the Indian students going to the Germany public institution. Why? Because there is no tuition fees. That's why nowadays, if you get the report about the Indian students in Germany, the more are in the Germany. This is because the public universities in Germany. And Germany, it's in the Schengen area. Do you know about Schengen? Yes. So we have 29 Schengen countries, and you can travel to all the 29 Schengen countries with one visa. Only one visa is required to travel to all these countries. That's why all are preferring to go to the Schengen countries. So the Germany one is in the Schengen area. Others also, maybe know France, Italy, Romania. These are all Schengen countries. So you can move into other countries also. And also, it's a powerful student visa, and 1,000+ job opportunities are available in Germany. And the intakes in Germany are Jan and September. That is for the private university. For the public university, the intakes are mainly in April and October. These are the main intakes. And general entry requirement. For the public university, entry requirement is minimum 85%. At least you have to score the 85% in the higher secondary. And one thing is that you will not get a direct entry to the public universities. Because in Germany, 13 years of education is required. Same as in case in the Ireland University, apply before 6 months before. And also, in the public university, the Jan intake, the deadline will be, April intake, the deadline will be in the Jan 15. So before that, you have to get all your certificates, everything. Predicted score is not acceptable in the public university. So the private university, you can apply with your predicted score. Application document requires, as it is same as in the Ireland University, but it is for the Germany private university. For the Germany public university, if you can show your internship or any extracurricular activities, that will highlight your profile. And the average expenses per year. For the private university, the approximate tuition fees is around 7,000 to 15,000 euros. And also some universities are providing scholarship that is around 3,000 to 5,000 euros, that depending upon the marks. So after the 12th, you can directly enter into the private university with your 12th grade mark sheet. And for the Germany public university, as you know, there is no tuition fees, only the semester contribution fees. That is only around 200 to 500 euros. So if you want to get an recognized degree with no tuition fees, then go for Germany public. After your 12, take an foundation year in Germany, or you can choose a 1-year bachelor's degree. After that, you can do the bachelor's in Germany. So the living expenses in Germany is 12,000 euros. It is an blocked account money that you will get money after reaching the Germany. You can take a part of it each month. That is about the Germany. And about the part-time works, you can work 120 full days or 240 half days in a year. And the minimum wage you will be getting 12.41 euro per hour. There is a rule in Germany that the wage should be lies in between 10 to 15 euro. So the part-time work, if you get the part-time work, at least you will get 10 to 15 euros per hour. And also the 450. Mainly the problem we heard about is the tax problem in the European countries. So if the salary is less than the 450 euro per month, then there is no tax. So that's about the Germany and Ireland. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Hi. Yeah, any question for Australia, UK, or Europe? Any question, anyone, regarding the requirements? Documentation?
Other than these countries also you can ask.
One guy. Yes, yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah. What about UK?
Stand up. And what do you want?
UK.
Documents. Okay, like I said earlier, just the CV, your academic transcripts, your IELTS. You should have 6 with no score less than 6, a reference letter from one of your teachers, a personal statement, and basically your passport. That's it.
Also, you can apply with your predicted score. They will issue a conditional offer letter.
Ma'am, what about this? Any extra exams other than IELTS?
No, the good thing with UK, Ireland is we don't need any extra exams like US and all needs the SAT. But if you're doing medicine, then you need to do the UK CAT. That we will tell you, prior to your application process. For the application, we don't need it. But yeah, later on you may need that. It's like a standardized test for medicine.
Is there any visa expenses?
Visa expenses, yes, it is there. That will come when you have to apply for the student visa.
Any other question?
Yeah.
Anything else? Yeah.
Germany.
Like I said, she will.
Germany. That you need to do the part-time job, but have to prepare your living expenses. It's around per month 100 euros, 1,000 to 1,200 euros. That depending upon your accommodation. If you are choosing a shared accommodation, then the cost will be less. So you are ready for Germany. Yeah, great.
Anybody else?
How do I get into Australia?
Where are you? Can come forward. Yes, yes, come forward.
How do I get into Australia? No, it's fine. From here, it's fine. How do I get into Australia?
Sorry?
Australia. How do I get into Australia?
Yeah, what about Australia?
What?
How do I get into Australia, go to Australia?
Yes, they have Feb and July intake. What course are you talking about?
Medicine.
Yeah, medicine course, there's only a Feb intake. You need to apply 1 year in advance.
Okay, so what about how much do I need to get in boards for getting into Australia?
You'll need at least 90% marks.
Just 90? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 90.
Just 90.
ISAT
Not
also required.
ISAT is
ISAT
required.
is required.
IELTS.
What's ISAT?
ISAT is an aptitude test. It's a standardized test for medicine that has to be taken. So you're applying, say, for Feb 2027. You will need to take it in May 2026, May intake.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
you need to get at least, say, 170, 180 plus ISAT scores. But that doesn't mean you'll get a direct entry into medicine, because medicine being it's a quota-based course, and it is very competitive to get in there. You need to get 7.5 IELTS. You need to be shadowing a doctor. Like I said earlier during the presentation, that you need to shadow a doctor and get some letter from a clinic that you have shadowed a doctor. It can be 2 weeks, it can be 3 weeks, it can be during your summer holidays. You can take it in 1 month, say you're going to India. Just take this shadowing a doctor, because that experience will really help you and guide you through the MMI. So they have multiple mini interviews for medicine applicants. So that will help you, pass the interview test.
Okay, thank you so much.
I request Mr. Ashish Kumar Yashankar, our SMC member, Purchase Infra IT Subcommittee, to please come up on stage and honor our Mrs. Shikkha Kukreja. Shikkha Kukreja, I'm so sorry. Annette, Miss Annette and Miss Athra too.
Thank you.